Hello, beautiful souls. Whew. I've been transmuting a bit lately. Now, what do I mean by transmutation? There'll be plenty of you on here that maybe, or some of you that might not know what that is. So when you're triggered, you to go within, feel it in your body. Just close your eyes and breathe and feel. Right? Simple as that. What are you feeling? You might feel like, oh, I feel discomfort in my tummy. Right, I want you to put your hands on there and I want you to take 3 big deep breaths in, right? And release. Keep doing that and having your mind's eye, which is your third eye, your intuition, on what you're feeling. You're consciously present with yourself, within yourself. And then you might find it moves somewhere else. So you do the same process, keep repeating it until you get to the point where the energy has shifted, okay? So these are things you can do to yourself. You can rub your hands, place it wherever, okay? So I've had a great day actually, catching up with some friends, and that she told me that she was watching my YouTube channel. Maybe not consistently, which is not the purpose of this video, the purpose of it. It is just whatever resonates. So whatever I share, if the title drew you in, it's drew you in for a reason. So your truth is still your truth, but you can listen, and if it resonates, then you gain. We all gain. Now, the only bit of housekeeping I'd like to do for this channel is the fact that I would like everyone that is subscribed to either like any video that they watch and actually enjoy or makes them ponder things. That is an exchange of energy, okay? So you're not doing yourself a disservice, because if it's resonated with you, and it resonates with your heart and soul, or you just found it interesting, whatever, at some point you have to go, okay, yep, I enjoyed that. Like, this isn't about gaining followers for me. I couldn't give a flying rat's ass. It's about energy exchange. At the moment, I've put out quite a bit that is purely from my heart and soul, because that has always been my intention, and because Divine has been pushing me to use my voice. And so this is my proclamation to you right now, that I am following my calling. If my calling should lead me in another direction, then I will follow that. I just saw 313. Now that's the butterfly number. That's a transformational number. What else? So yes, and also leave a comment below, because I want to know that you subscribers are actually real people. Okay? I want to know that you have a heart and soul. So I want you to comment on as many as you feel called to comment on, and engage with me and give me some energy back, okay? Because that's how it goes on. You know, there's only so I am a self-fulfilling prophecy within myself, and you will be exactly the same, because we are generated from within. We light a flame within our own hearts first, and then we can then use that light to light another, right? So this is how energy works. It's simple as that, folks. Literally simple as that. You know when you've been touched by someone that's been able to lift you up out of a hole, or just share something with you that's resonated and has been able to lift up your spirits. That is as simple as I can break it down. So, what else? Yeah, so that was on my heart, and I didn't know how to express it, but it's just come out like that. I'm going to say again, my videos, you will see me push the start button on my video, and you will see me push the end button. I am not editing any of my videos because it is more energy that I have to put into it. And I've got children. I have a life outside of this, okay? Which is as equally valuable to me. And I'm still processing everything that comes up for me in a daily thing, right? And I have a to-do list, like you, that's been put on my heart by divine, or however, you know, spirit, Holy Spirit, is prompted you to act on something. So, but you write it down, and you go with your energy and how your energy is in a given day, because sometimes it can be emotions that come up that actually stop you, because you actually need to attend to that. So if your body is telling you, I need to stop today, I need to rest, and I feel really tearful, or I just need to go within, listen to your body. Do not resist it, okay? So the aim of the game is don't resist what your body is trying to tell you. And that is including not resisting another's healing. So you are to, if you have someone that you love, you are to embrace them and be there for them and tell them that you love them, okay? First and foremost. It's not about what they do for you, because then that's coming from a selfish, conditional love, okay? We want to bring out an unconditional love. So even if you have an argument with your partner, you're not going to dismiss them. You're not going to ignore them. You're not going to, you know, wipe them off the face of the earth. Well, unless you're cool because it's toxic, that's a different story. But you get what I'm saying. I don't think I need to. So while I'm just have a glass of water. I've been doing water. I put some lemon juice in it, not all the time, and then I have some minerals, concentrated minerals, that I put in it, that I actually got from the health shop, but just so you know. Anything to support your body. Right, where are we going today? I feel drawn to these abundance cards. Let's have a look, eh? Because let's face it, we all want abundance, but it's not necessarily prosperity, right? It might be your soul abundance. It might be, you know, feeling better within your spirit. It might be, yeah, all of the above. And remember, don't be mean-spirited, because it's not, you know, if you've received something from someone, acknowledge it. Divine is well pleased with that kind of behavior, okay? If you've taken offense when none was intended, that is an offense in itself. So don't take offense. If you're triggered, breathe through it. Transmute the energy. Just focus on transmuting it through your body. If it doesn't feel good, that is a sign you need to go within. You need to ask yourself the questions, whether there's something within you that you need to be made aware of, and become that observer of your life. And be honest with yourself. Honest with yourself first. No one needs to know. And you know, often when you've healed from it, you know you've healed from it because you can speak about it and you can be self-deprecating, right? That is the energy that divine, that's the kind of light that divine wants you to embody. So, to all my soul sisters out there, whom I love dearly, whom I don't take offense to, let's look for some more abundance, eh? I know I'm a bit, oh, shit. Abundance in measure. Yeah, I am animated. And you know what? I love me. I love me. And that's not being prideful or, You got to embrace you, because at the end of the day, happiness is an inside job. Can't get it from outside of you. There's no one alive outside of you that can make you happy. You have to go within yourself, heal your chakras, open them up to an expansive world, heal your ego. Look at it. Those 7 demons that they said that they'd expel from Mary Magdalene. Yeah, well, what they were meant to say was that was her actually opening up her chakras. And she's glowing. That's why she had an aura around her, because her chakras were open. She was open to being healed. She talked with divine. It was all within her. She just listened. Oh, is that the right word? Yep. Energetic clearing. During crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. If you're going through a crisis, do not fear. Take it all within you. Remember, you are never alone. Even if you are physically alone. Divine, your spirit team, your ancestors, your support crew that you can't see, if you tap into the energy, you will feel it. It will be a moment where someone will give you a word in season and it was like an angel spoke to you. Yeah, that. When that happens, say thank you. Okay? Say thank you. Interestingly here, it looks like almost like an Indian lady. You know, they have the things, you know, those, forgive me, I don't know what they're called. You can comment below and let everybody else know, because I can't remember the name of them, but remember the dot. And, you know, it's the third eye, isn't it? We just celebrate all these customs and, you know, different cultures. We're to be inclusive and unity consciousness, because they were just showing something externally that was actually going on internally. That's what I think. But it is being willing. The transformation comes when you're willing to face yourself, face your triggers, face what's coming up for you, and then you can heal it. Feel it to heal it. So, yeah, she's got all these colours and it almost looks like death, but there's like a death, you know, all these skulls. I mean, I used to see it as a negative thing, but not anymore. I mean, death, you know, the skull is the sign of death and transformation. Did you hear the fantail then? Beep. And we've got the butterflies around there too, but you see the skulls? And then you've got this lady on the floor. It's like she's cocooned. Well, she's not cocooned, but she's spread out. So she's glowing green, like, well, that's the heart chakra, but she's, you know, she almost looks like kryptonite, you know, hot to touch. You know, so these processes aren't pretty. They're ugly, right? Being the caterpillar, well, you could say it looks ugly, but, you know, going into the cocoon, it's not pretty. It looks pretty brown and disgusting, really. It's like, you know, wearing your dirty laundry. Limitless. You're going to be limitless. Yeah, look at all these butterflies. Wow. Just from the chakras that are open. I mean, see yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. Confirmation. If I can inspire you, that is the purpose of my channel. And it is, like I said, for my own healing as well. Faith, miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I can imagine. Embrace that love from divine. You know, when you choose to embody your higher self, it's going to push you. It's not an easy thing to do. It can take years, but I don't want that to discourage you. I mean, I've been in New Zealand since I was 19, and it's not been an easy path. But divine just gives you what you need. They'll veil things, you know. So don't feel bad for where you're at. You know, don't try and want to be someone else. Don't envy others, you know, because you're at the place where you're meant to be at any given moment. Because divine knows your path, and you can't. I don't even want to say that, but I might let them in. Rome wasn't built in a day. But you know the saying. Divine source, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. It's not me. It's not me. It's you taking it inside and you transforming, you working on your ego, you working on your chakras, you being honest with yourself. It can only ever start within. Ever. You choosing better foods, you choosing better drinks, you then seeing the benefit of the result of choosing that, and then your taste buds change, right? There's a lot of hummingbirds I'm seeing too. Butterflies and hummingbirds. Oh, here's another one. Gratitude. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. We're all vehicles. I mean, divine says, you know, all you Christians out there, I will write it on the table of thine heart. And it will be through the new, through the experience, through reading about Mary Magdalene, about the 7 demons, but it was actually the 7 stages of the ego, the darkness. I'm not going to read it, but it's, yeah, processing it. It takes time, so be patient with yourself. Go with the flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. But it's okay to be excited too. These are wonderful things. But you know, I'm not like this all the time. I have to have solitary time. I have to have time where I don't talk to anybody. I have to go into my cocoon. I have to, you know, I can't be around lots of people's energy all the time. And, you know, it's like, it is what it is. I've accepted my gifts. And my limitations are actually my gifts. Inner power, yeah. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Find that inner lion. I wish I could see it. I did take a screenshot of it. It was of basically, you know, an image of, you know, something, you know, a desolate place and all not so vibrant colours. And then you're breaking through the walls, like breaking through the matrix, right? And then you're choosing something that's more colourful. I mean, these are full of colour. Full of colour. Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Yeah, sometimes we will lose. I wasn't expecting to lose my husband. But look what I've gained, in a sense. But it's not because, it's not an ego gain. It's a soul gain. And I have an even more appreciation for what we embody together as a couple. And I'm proud of what we did. Yeah. Yeah. Makes you extraordinary. We're all extraordinary. We all have different colours. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honoured. Yeah, we all deserve to be honoured. You know, if you have the opportunity to honour someone, do it. Might take a minute to say, but could last a lifetime for that person. Right, we're going to have a look at Kali Oracle again, Divine Mother. What's Divine Mother got to say after all that lot? Yeah. No, I didn't. There was too many of them. Please, Divine Mother. What card can you make? Just give me one card, because I know the books usually. Yeah, but we had that one the other day. I'm not going on that one again. It's like, okay, so what's the follow-up? What's the follow-up message from that? She's like, you know, because you had a card out on the table when you did the video. Yeah, but that means I've got to find it. I think it was blue. What did it? I don't know whether I could remember what it was, to be fair. I feel like I'm being called to find it, though. I don't know whether I could remember. To be fair, I honestly don't know. Let's hope it jumps out at me. Don't think it was that one. Don't think it was that one. I thought it had some red in it. It wasn't that one. Wish I could actually pause. Well, I could pause the video, but like I said, I don't like pausing and doing myself more work, so I think it was that one. I think it was that one. So I'm going to roll with that, because you can go through the other videos and tell me when I did that card whether it was that card that was on the table or not. I'm going to go with it. Hopefully I was right, but anyway, if I'm not. I just remember having it red and blue in it. 14. Here we go. Okay, our wild Divine Mother knows when to become gentle with our hearts. I can read without them, but... bestowing sweetness that liberates us from fear. Wow, I was talking about that, isn't it? Fear. We need to be liberated from fear. Fear can be our biggest enemy. I mean, God says that a lot, even biblically. Do not fear. You know, he means it. Though you may have faced much struggle and challenge on your path, though it may seem only the most powerful intensity could stem the tide of negativity, the Dark Mother of Grace will conquer the obstacles to your freedom with gentleness. When I talk about the system, it's not going to be an easy process. It's not going to be like, oh, well, you know, you're all of a sudden going to be free, right? Because, you know, there's things that, you know, Divine is going to have to bring to our attention, and, you know, it's not a rush process. But just call on your Divine, your soul team, to help you become freer, you know, and it's going to be a journey. So take your time. She manifests herself now as Bhadra, the gentle. She will calm the waves of emotion eradicate doubt and despair, and provide safe and graceful passage through all difficulties. In life, you're going to have lots of difficulties. There may be past life karma that you need to clear up. There's no judgment here. Your soul chose these things to happen to become liberated. You may have to incarnate a few times. You may be a young soul. You may be an old soul. There's no judgment here. Bhadra Kali, or wish-fulfilling Kali, is an auspicious and gentle form of Kali Ma. She is Kalyana, who gives peace and happiness. She is the giver of windfalls and blessings. Well, that was a windfall when I was going through. That was like, it just went buff. Just happened so quickly. She appears when a gentle way will best accomplish what is needed. Sometimes we are drawn to Kali because we need her ferocity. Sometimes what we learn as we connect with her is that we deserve tenderness, sweetness, and gentleness. Yes, we do. That goes for people in your life. If they're not tender with you and sweet and gentle, you know, they've got things within them that they need to heal. And that we have been far too hard on ourselves for far too long. That was my guilt. I've been hard on myself. I've been my worst critic, judging myself at times. But I've learned to let that go over the years because I've realized that my strength is in my weaknesses, which aren't really weaknesses. It's really my tender spirit. And Spirit has been trying to show me, the Holy Spirit, God, Father, Mother, that to nurture yourself, the act of self-love. Bhadra Kali reminds us that we are strong enough to be gentle with ourselves. If we have been subconsciously sabotaging ourselves, she softly and deftly breaks the pattern. Yeah, let's break this pattern of self-sabotage. Breathing in and release. Breathing in and release. Breathing in and release. If we've been subconsciously sabotaging ourselves, she softly and deftly breaks the pattern. We no longer need to engage in unnecessary drama. Now do not engage with unnecessary drama. People, places, or things, even if it was with yourself. Just calm your farm, right? Under a mistaken notion that it is necessary for growth. No. That's one thing I learned. Detach yourself from drama. Any drama. You don't need it. People, places, or things. Sometimes the growth is in choosing to cultivate and apply the kindness, strength, and wisdom needed to disentangle and disengage from drama. So it's discernment. It is about finding the inner strength to be true to ourselves in a moderate and peaceful state of being. So you deserve peace at all times. Raksha Kali, without the protruding tongue, so often associated with fiercer forms of Kali, is an expression of Bhadra Kali or gentle Kali. She looks like she's been through pain. Raksha Kali has 2 arms, blue skin, and a gentler expression. She is celebrated on the eve of the Buddha full moon in May. Oh, wow. Well, we're in May, aren't we? So that's quite cool. She's celebrated on the eve of the Buddha full moon in May, which streams an abundant and blissful download of amplified grace to Earth. Her presence signifies a time when an unusually powerful cosmic wave of spiritual light is very soon to become available to you. Wow. You're going to be given a cosmic wave of spiritual light. Actually, it was one thing that a friend said about the auras, you know, the, what do you call them? Auras australis or whatever you call it. Well, there's so many more colours now. So these are divine codes, aren't they? So it's for such a time as this, because father and mother know that we have so much need for grace and love at this time, for what we're all enduring on a global scale. Like a surfer sensing and paddling toward the perfect wave, you can attune yourself to this sublime current of divine energy and allow it to lift, guide, and move you. It is a prediction of an imminent, joyful, and significant breakthrough. Wow, that's cool. If you're watching this and guiding to this, you're going to have, it is a prediction of an imminent, joyful, and significant breakthrough. At this particular time, greater progress than usual is opening up for you. Raksha Kali is worshipped for protection from epidemics and drought. These are literal and symbolic protections. An epidemic in a mass contagion. It can be a swiftly spreading disease of the body, but also of the mind. Well, I think it's more of the mind, to be fair. There's a lot of people trapped in their thinking. Fearful collective reactions. The global event. Fearful collective reactions based on societal conditioning and manipulated through the media can spread like wildfire. When was this flipping created? Oh, how bizarre. The collective psyche of humanity is consistently being influenced. Don't allow the outside influences influence you. If they're creating drama outside, it means it's a sign you need to go within and seek your own answers. If they're projecting fear, that is like alarm bells ringing, which is what happened for me. Alarm, alert, 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 go within, go within. Abort their thinking. Don't listen to the weird trickery that they're going to give you over the Google box, right? The collective psyche of humanity is consistently being influenced. There are abundant spiritual sources of goodwill and peace constantly broadcasting divine love to humanity. So it's a frequency. You need to tap into spiritual sources of goodwill and peace constantly broadcasting divine love to humanity. You need to tune into it instead. The more people that tune into this, hence why I'm on here, the better outcome it will be for everybody. And there are forces of negativity and mean-spirited disruption seeking to assert their agendas through the human collective too. Don't allow them. The Kali wisdom within our hearts recognizes fear-fueling energy for what it is, no matter if it is dressed up as something else, and knows when and how to say stop. The Kali wisdom within our hearts recognizes fear-fueling energy for what it is, and knows when and how to say stop. You can say stop. You don't need to buy into it. You don't need to allow them to, what's the word, to hijack your spirit. Kali's presence in our being commandeers negative forces. Instead of undermining us, we respond to those energies in such a way that our peaceful inner light increases. We become increasingly skillful in redirecting our attention, intention, and action along productive healing pathways. The presence of negative influence does not need to be denied nor decried. It does need to be acknowledged without one becoming overly interested or engaged with it. That's a big one. You can become overly engaged with it, which actually can end up feeding the said fear. So my thing is, if it brings up a fear of what they're going to do, bring your power back, because you're more powerful than they will ever be, just by being your sovereign being self and embodying that light. And just say no. Nope. Not today, Satan. But just so I think of the devil, meaning like the ego, you know, self, like you're overcoming, you know, often it's an energy that can be embodied, right? So just embody divine, embody your higher self, and choose this. It's not a quick process. And there'll be people that will try and discourage you from embodying this. Look at you as strange or weird or different or whatever. To put you off your... Don't let somebody dim your light just because it makes them feel uncomfortable. That's their healing that needs to occur. You need to get strong within yourself instead of being pushed by social conditioning. So work on that. Acknowledge it. Work on it. Kali promotes fearlessness and confidence because she knows how to use all energies, including negative energy, to promote light and awaken and blissful freedom within the soul. This oracle indicates that your heart has the wisdom to transform even the most negative experience into a source of healing and freedom. That just makes me think, you know, when you're in the dark, even the slightest flicker of light can bring you hope. You will not be negatively influenced by others. Although powerful in effect, your healing path shall be gentle. Another expression of the gentle side of our Dark Mother is Shyama Kali, the peaceful blue goddess. Her presence teaches us that it is not always effective to fight fire with fire, or to try to overcome force with greater force. This is another big one we need to learn. Her wisdom is that of a gentling nature, able to calm, disarm, and diffuse. That's a big one, especially if you deal with narcissists. You can't fight fire with fire. Just pour water on it. Disengage. Sometimes that's the best thing. There is not always a need to try and grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Let go, let God. Let divine. Nothing rightfully yours shall be denied to you. The simplicity of this can confuse those who have learned they need to pick up any gauntlet thrown by any person at any time. Just because another has created a reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you into it, it does not mean that you must participate. Now that's a skill. Don't engage. I was sent lawyers' letters. Just don't engage. You have the divinely granted gift to choose where to invest your energy. Be strong so that you can know gentleness. Out of the fire, this is the spiritual invocation. Out of the fire of divine wrath, your gentle form emerges, calming the raging waves of emotion and disturbed fluctuations of mind. In settling myself beneath your fiercely compassionate and tender gaze, I find steadiness, kindness, and peace. In this eternal moment with you, I am no longer afraid. Bhadra Kali, Raksha Kali, Shyama Kali, my heart softens as I take delight in the realization of your generosity and sweetness. With humble mind and willing heart, I bow before you, ready to receive with gratitude, love, and wonder at your divine beauty and kindness. You are the unscripted reality of the gentle yet unyielding divine workings for the greatest good of all. Jai Ma Kali. If you wish, you can complete your sacred invocation ritual with a Kali dance. Oh, bit of dancing later in. This may be done with or without music. Say the following mantra repeatedly, singing or whispering it as you allow your body to move with gentle and loving expressions. Something that I'm actually quite interested in doing some of this time. Maybe some of my girlfriends on here that watch me. Are you keen, girls? Bhadra Kali, Jai Ma Kali. Feel, intend, or visualize that Kali is within your heart, shining love and blessing. Allow your arms and hands to express fluid. Perhaps slow movements as you chant. Finish your prayer dance of Kali with your hands resting over your heart. Take a moment to imagine, intend, or visualize that the beautiful, loving blessing you have begun to generate is shining as a golden light within you, reaching out for the spiritual benefit of all beings, a glorious light in the darkness. What did I say? That flicker of hope. When you are ready, imagine sealing yourself in that light in her presence. You are blessed and protected. Now place your hands in prayer and bow your head with thanks. You have completed your sacred invocation ritual. Wow. 42 minutes, 43 minutes. I'm always amazed what comes out, if I'm honest. I love the fact that Divine can use me to not only help my heart, but hopefully it inspires your heart and gives you, confidence to celebrate with your spirit team and encourage the men. That's what it's about, lighting each other's heart. Clearing, bringing in beautiful crystal grid upon your heart, mind, and soul. This is a quartz crystal. This one. The amethyst. Wow. Love and light to you all. Love you very much. See you another time. Bye.